Hello and welcome to the history of movie theaters and drive-ins for the Oklahoma City area for 1960 to 1979. 1960. Barton Theaters opens the Twin Drive-In on August 24th. The Warner Theater closes. 1961. The Bison Theater closes on December 17th. 1962. The Barton Coronado Theater becomes the War Acres Theater. 1963. Barton Theaters renames the Twin Drive-In as the Sooner Drive-In to avoid confusion with the North Penn Drive-In Twin. The North Penn Drive-In Twin is opened by Barton Theaters on May 22nd. The Trend Theater reopens at the Old Penn Theater on August 28th with DeVoice, Italian style. The Pix Theater closes. 1964. The Cinema 70 Drive-In opens on June 19th as the first location for the future Spectro Theater chain. The Hillcrest Drive-In opens on June 24th. Barton Theaters renames the Bomber Drive-In in Midwest City as the Solidar Creek Drive-In. 1965. An ad for the Lumon Theater appeared on May 21st. Barton Theaters opens the Continental Theater on October 21st as a roadshow theater and the first major suburban theater.
Look out! Here comes the biggest Bond of all! Thunderball!
The Rialto and the Circle Drive-In closes. 1966. The Shepherd Twin Theater opens on May 25th as the first indoor twin cinema in the area. Spectro Theaters opens the Park Terrace Theater on June 22nd in a converted church. These theaters closed in 1966. 1967. The Old Capitol Theater reopens on April 7th as the Capri Cinema, which show adult movies later. The Cinema C Drive-In reopens on July 14th. The Riviera Drive-In opens on August 24th. The Edmond Plaza Theater in Edmond is opened by Spectro Theaters on November 23rd. These theaters closed in 1967. 1968. Gulf States Theaters takes over some Barton Theaters. The Academy Theater opened on April 12th. The 14 Flight Drive-In opened on July 3rd with the largest screen in Oklahoma, which was 132 by 80 feet. The Winchester Drive-In opened on July 3rd, the same night as the 14 Flight Drive-In. The 77 and the Airline Drive-Ins holds a reopening on July 7th. The Cinema East in Norman opens on October 20th. The Quail Twin Theater is opened by Entertainment Theaters on December 20th. The Mondo Adult Theater opens. These theaters closed in 1968. 1969. The local newspapers became one of the first in the USA to impose a ban on X-rated movies. The Westwood Theater opens on July 17th. Spectro Theaters opens the Apollo Twin in Midwest City on October 3rd. The Del City Theater closes. (1970). The Three Ball Adult Cinema opens. The Vegas Adult Cinema opens. These theaters closed in 1970. (1971). The M&M Mini Cinema 1 and 2 opens in June. The MacArthur Park Cinemas is opened by Oklahoma Cinema Theaters on December 29th, with 4 screens as the first multiplex in the area. Oklahoma Cinema Theaters is established by Ferris Sanbour as they take over Spectro Theaters. These theaters closed in 1971. (1972). The North Park Cinema 4 is opened by Oklahoma Cinema Theaters on March 15th. The Academy-X Adult Cinema opens. The Heisman Theater 4 in Norman opens. The Satellite 1 and 2 in Norman opens. These theaters closed in 1972. 1973. The Movies opens in the South Shields Mall on October 19th with 2 screens. These theaters closed in 1973. 1974. These Spectro Theaters closed in January. These theaters reopened in July. The Quail 2 is reopened on August 7th by Commonwealth Theaters. Galaxy Theaters is established in August with these theaters. The Wiley Post 1 and 2 is opened by Galaxy Cinemas on October 20th. Galaxy Theaters disappears from the listings on November 15th. These theaters closed in 1974. 1975. The Reading 4 opened on April 23 by Commonwealth Theatres. The South Park Cinema 4 opened on June 6. The French Market Twin opens on November 14 by Oklahoma Cinemas. The Wiley Post Cinemas is renamed the West Park Cinemas 1 and 2 on December 25. The 77 Drive-In Theater closes. (1976). Heritage Theaters takes over the MacArthur Park 4. 1977. The Dive and Adult Cinema opens. The Academy-X becomes the X-Site Theater before closing by the end of the year.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away,
Here they come.
Star Wars,
Coming in too fast.
an adventure unlike anything on your planet. It's an epic of heroes and villains and aliens from 1,000 worlds. Star Wars, rated PG.
These theaters closed in 1977. (1978). The Bijou Classic Cinema 1 and 2 reopens at the old Mini Mall Theater. 1979. The Movies reopens as the South Shields Mall Twin on November 9th. The Showplace Adult Cinema opens. Warren Theaters takes over the Shepherd Twin. The Bijou Classic Cinema 1 and 2 closes. Thanks for watching and remember to like and subscribe.